Hi, how you doing? I hope all is well. Listen, I made a video earlier that you may have seen me talking about ways to avoid probate. Now, if you haven't seen this video, then I strongly encourage you to visit my YouTube channel to view ways you can avoid probate. However, if you are related to a homeowner who has passed away and a living trust was not created before he or she has passed away, then the surviving heirs will have to handle the estate in probate. So in this video, I'm going to share with you what to expect when handling an estate in probate. So let's get into it. Hi, I'm Hushai Green, your trusted California real estate agent. I'm a certified probate specialist and I have helped many families handle their estates in probate for well over 10 years. So I do understand the complexity and know how to help families and loved ones get through the probate process. Now, just to recap, okay, in case you missed my last video, I want to explain what probate is. Now, probate is a court process that gives you the opportunity to prove the will, all right? To prove the will, if there was one. And it requires you to handle and manage a descendant's estates and distribute his or her assets among the rest of the beneficiaries. Now, usually when someone is handling an estate in probate, it's usually their first time experiencing the process in probate, and they don't know what to do, how to go about it, or know what their responsibilities are when they're trying to sell an estate in probate. Now, because of this fact, it can become very overwhelming to deal with. Trust me, I have experienced this with myself, with my own family, and this is why I'm making this video, okay? It's to get you prepared and to help you understand what your options are when you're going through the probate process. Now, there are three different types of probates, right? Three different types of probates. The first one is a formal probate, okay? The second one is what is called an ancillary probate. And the third is a summary probate. Now, for the sake of this video, I'm going to cover the basics of a formal probate. So let's go over what to expect when selling an estate in a formal probate. Now, the first thing to expect when handling an estate in probate is you must file a probate petition and exercise patience. I can't stress this enough because you'll have people telling you that you can open and close a probate within 90 days after filing. And unfortunately, this is just not true, okay? The truth of the matter is once you have filed a petition in probate, it will take anywhere between 30, 45, or even 60 days for the court to schedule the first hearing. And the cost to file a petition will be $460 if you file a probate petition in California. Now, during this time, you may experience a financial hardship that keeps you from filing a probate petition. Now, if this is the case, you can file what is called an FW001, okay? An FW001. This form will allow you to request to waive court fees. Now, I will make sure to do another video that explains in detail how your court fees can be covered and your request can be granted by the court. Now, number two, the next thing to expect is once a petition has been filed, expect for the probate record to be public. That's correct. It's going to be public. Now, with certain exceptions, all filings during the probate are available to the public. Now, this will include the descendant's last will, if there was a will, the descendant's assets and financial information, the names of the executor or administrator, and the names of his or her attorney, as well as the names of the heirs and beneficiaries, etc. Okay? Now, keep in mind, because the probate record will be public, expect to receive numerous of marketing materials from other real estate investors, other agents and brokers and attorneys, but mostly investors. So just make sure to keep this in mind when you file for probate. Now, number three, The third thing to expect, okay, the next thing to expect is to be bonded by the court if necessary. Now, this is not always the case. However, when a probate court appoints an administrator to oversee the descendants' estates and assets, and the executor either happens to pass away or been removed from the role or just simply declined to serve the will, then the probate court will issue a bond. Now, and the reason why a bond is necessary in probate is because it's designed to protect the estates in case the personal representative happens to mismanage the estate or steal any of the estates or assets, or if there just simply wasn't a will. So the purpose of a bond is to protect the heirs and creditors. Now, for number 4, the fourth thing to expect, right? The next thing to expect in a formal probate are the instructions that will be given to you in the timeline to perform your duties and responsibilities once you have been appointed by the probate court. Now, this is very, very important, especially if you have decided to go pro per, because the probate court is going to hold you responsible for notifying all of the creditors, the banks, medical doctors, and all the surviving heirs as well, gathering all the descendants' assets in a specific time frame. Because if you don't uphold your duties and responsibilities, not only will it slow the probate process, but it will also cost you and your family more money, okay? This is why it's so important to hire a probate attorney and a real estate agent who specializes in probate. Now, the fifth thing to expect, right? The fifth thing to expect is if you hire a probate attorney and you're appointed as the personal representative or administrator of the estate, you will, as the administrator, get paid the same amount of money that the probate attorney gets. So, for example, when probate closes and the probate attorney receives, let's say, in the amount of $20,000 from the court, you, as the personal representative or administrator, will receive the same amount. So, if you or someone you know is going through the probate process, make sure to contact me through my website at www.hgestates.com. That's www.hgestates.com for free, no obligation consultation so that you will be in good hands if you happen to go through the process of probate. I hope this video was valuable for you. This is Hushai Green. Take care.